Hi guys! Ako ni si Chewy Brian Ibadyang, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineer, Major in Structural. So, karon mag-vlog-vlog lagi daw ta about kaning napili na ko na topic, which is fault. So, as a civil engineer, we must know kung unsa ka importante ang kuan ba, importance ng pagkabalo kung unsa ang fault sa mga construction na ginahimo ng mga engineer. So, dito na ta sa next, which is finding the meaning of fault and what its kinds of fault. So, unsa daw ang fault? A fault is a fracture or zone of fractures between two blocks of rocks. Faults allow the blocks to move relative to each other. This movement may occur rapidly in the form of an earthquake or kanang moving of tectonic plates ba? Naman na sa atong elementary pagani na, di ba? This movement may occur rapidly in the form of an earthquake. Sabi, walang nako gingon. But it may occur slowly in the form of creep. Faults may range in length from a few millimeters to thousands of kilometers. Karon ato ang uunsa ang causes ng fault. So ang fault daw, a fault is formed in the Earth's crust as a brittle response to stress. Generally, the movement of tectonic plates provides as the stress, and rocks at the surface break in response to this. Fault have no particular length scale. Ug karon atong may bal-an nga ang faults di ay naay tulo ka kinds. And the first one, kani akong drawing daw. So, ang first one is the normal fault. The next one is the reverse fault. And lastly, the strike slip or the transcurrent fault. Ato ni hisgutan kung unsay kalahi-lahi kaning tulo ka faults. Sayang kayo, no? Kay unta makagawas-gawas bawal man kay nalagi ning sakit, di ba? So karon or taod-taod mabala nato kung unsa ni sila, kung unsay kalahian nila ug kanilang purpose. So yun lang. So ang pinakauna nga kind sa fault is the normal fault. A normal fault is a geologic fault in which the hanging wall kani has moved downward relative to the footwall. The footwall is this. So normal fault occurs where two blocks of rocks are pulled apart as by tension, compared to reverse fault. So, what is the causes? The causes of normal fault. The tensional stress, meaning rocks pulling apart from each other, creates a normal fault with normal faults. The hanging wall and the footwall are pulled apart from each other, and the hanging wall drops down relative to the footwall. Kani siya mababa daw. Comprehensional stress, meaning rocks pushing into each other, creates this kind of fault. So, ang ikaduha na fault is the reverse fault. Reverse faults are exactly the opposite of normal faults. If the hanging wall rises relative to the footwall, you have a reverse wall. Reverse wall occurs in the area undergoing compression. So, ang reverse wall daw kay kabaliktad sa normal wall, in which ang hanging wall is move upward. So, what is the causes again for this reverse fault? So, compressional stress, meaning rocks pushing each other, creates a reverse fault. In this type of fault, the hanging wall and the footwall are pushed together, and the hanging wall will move upward. So, kung unsa ang araw, mo na siya. Ang pataas, move upward along the fault relative to the footwall. This is literally the reverse of a normal fault. The reverse of the normal fault. So, ang kabaliktaran, mao ni siya. Karon naata sa pinakalas na kinds of fault, which is the strike-slip fault. Strike-slip fault are vertical or nearly vertical. Fracture where the block have mostly moved horizontally. If the block opposite an observer looking across the fault moves to the right, and the slip style is termed right lateral. If the block moves to the left, the motion is termed left lateral. So, ang strike-slip fault kay kanang murag magbulag ani sila, kanang murag di na sila mudikit pareha sa imong kuan ba, kanang dati gud nimo bali. So, what force causes a strike-slip fault? So, the fault motion is a strike-slip fault caused by shearing forces. If the block on the far side of the fault moves to the left, as shown in this image, the fault is called left lateral. Kaniya, so, ang pagkahibalo about sa fault kay importante sa amo as a future civil engineer, kay ang kanang fault manggod kay nagahatag og kuan kanang panglikay hampan ug dili masayang ang mga tagasto para lang sa kadtong construction. So, importante kanina topic sa structural engineer para makasabot ug makatabang sa amo properly sa pagplan sa project, na considering the design, location, and other important geological factors to ensure the safety, cost-effective design for construction project. Ang importante as a civil engineer mo kontakta sa mga geology, mga professional geologist, kay para mabala nato if kato nga fault line ba, if pwede siya mas makonstrukan, kay naman ko'y kuan mga dead fault na pwede ma-constructional, kay dead na gani, so dili na sila mga active fault. Like diri sa mua sa Surigao del Sur, walay kaayo fault, wala jud fault line diri, pero prone mi sa tsunami and storm surge. O karon diri natapos ang ako pag-vlog or pabuang-buang pero vlog good. So diri natapos, ug unta na naamoy nakatunan. For more information, subscribe and hit notification bell.